Hello, YouTube viewers. It's Sentai and Michael from Screw You Productions, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called The Super Sentai Reveal. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording, not to cause any audio feedback as well. Now, before I begin, in case you want to know that noise in the background, that's just some birds chirping outside, outside my window. So, basically, just in case you wonder what that noise is in the background, that's just some birds chirping outside, outside my window. Anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Zyuohger. Now, the latest episode starts off. We see Yamato and all the Zyuohgers, all the Zyuohgers having a pancake party. Yes, I'm not bullshitting you. They're having a pancake party. So basically, all the Zyuohgers, were making their own pancakes. But Tusk was being a dick about how the others made their pancakes. How the others make their pancakes. Now, when it came to talking about Mondo pancake, it looked like a goddamn Sunday. Put all this bikini stuff on it. It was like instead of Tasha was Tusk, being honest, being his honest self. Like, what the hell is this? A Sunday? And that's when Mondo went into his depressed, awkward stage, and put his head down and shit. And like Yamato said, don't worry about your, don't listen to Tusk. Your pancake looks fine. And Selma joined it and so did Leo, even though he was faking it, and Mondo cheered right back up again. So anyway, meanwhile on this end shit, Master Guinness had the menu card from the giant robot that was destroyed by the QL Megazord. Then had the data on the QL Megazord, and not even saying what's he going to do with that. He's going to do with that data. He said, "Don't worry, you'll see soon." So basically, and that's when Zara was like, "Hey, we're going to get back to business as usual." And Master Guinness said, "Okay." And Jonathan said, "I'll take care." But Combine was like, "No, I got this one." And there's this weird monster called Flipside who had his arms folded. Yeah, had its arms folded on each side and walk kind of funny. He said the flip side will be the perfect as a perfect enemy for the Zyuohgers and mess with the humans for our blood gain. So anyway, somewhere in the city, at some crowded city square, reflects, a bunch of people were having conversations and whatnot, doing the usual, just hanging out in the city square. Then Flipside zapped them with this laser wave from his hands, and everybody turned into a the people who were zapped by Ray started to flip on people. Basically, the way brings out their honest their honest side, but makes it more brutally honest. So basically, people who don't be who's not being honest, where they tell you what they think about that person, but only more harsher. So basically, all these people was well, being honest to the people who they're talking to, but even more honest about being a dick, being dick about their honesty and whatnot. So anyway, that's when all the Zyuohgers showed up, and they showed what's going on. So they morphed up, and they went charged after the monster flip side. But since I mentioned to Zach, Yamato, Arma, Selma, and Leo, while Tustin Mono watch the others to turn against each other, and that's when things. And this is when things really get stupid. Turns out the monster flip side turns out this whole time the front part of the monster flip side was his back side. Turns out when he turned around and his true front side, he looked like a real scary ass monster I've seen so far in Zyuohger. He looks more scarier in his front side than he looked in his back side. So basically, y'all. So Tasha was trying to figure out how to stop the other two, from fighting, but Mondo was like, screw this, I'm going to attack the monster, and that's when Yamato, Selma, Arma, and Leo told them what they really felt about him in a brutal, honest way. Because of flip sides, laser being affecting them, and that's that brutal honest comic made fucking Mondo run away to the fight scene, leaving the others. He ran away to the fucking fight scene. Mondo just after being brutally honest to him, and he just ran away. So anyway, Flipside is telling the others, like, tell the rest of the Zyuohgers, like, I gotta go, I'm gonna go change the world. So anyway, when he left, all the affected people and the affected Zyuohgers, were back to normal. So basically, when he left, all the brutal, honest people, including the Zyuohgers, were turned back to normal. So anyway, the Zyuohgers Yamato and the others were aware of their honest or of the things that they said to Mondo, and they decided to head back to his uncle's house and see that Mondo was there. So anyway, meanwhile, on top of the roof somewhere, Koma and Bungley was having a chat. He's like, and Bungley was very impressed about the monster, and Koma is like, Koma was worried about Bungley, had your rooms here, and said, don't worry, I don't have no time to be here. We got a plan to do. So anyway, Koma and Bungley parted ways. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Uncle Mario's house, Selma, Arma, Yamato, and Leo was apologizing to each other about the things they say, but Tusk was like, there's no need to apologize. You guys were just being honest brutally to be honest, but you guys were being honest. But there was no sign of Mondo at when they got to the house. There was no sign of Mondo. Turns out Mondo was outside listening to the whole conversation on the deck on the deck patio of Yamato's Uncle Mario's house. So anyway, like, but still, Yamato was like, we had Mondo, like, and honestly, and Tasha's like, you guys did, but honestly, it's a good thing that monster showed up, because honestly, this can't keep going on. Every time he tried to be honest, but Mondo, he always he always turns to awkward, whining bitch and bitch about trying to be honest with him about something. So basically, you see what he did today. So basically, basically, Tessa said that monster did us a good favor because he needs to take criticism. He needs to really take criticism and honesty. Mono needs to learn to take honesty we need to take honesty when people talk to him and stuff like that. So basically, Tasha was saying even the monster, the bad guy, at least he did a good thing because that's something that Mondo needs to learn. And Mondo was listening to the whole conversation, like Touch is right. So that's when Yamato's Uncle Mario came in with this weird bird costume. It's like, what the hell? Like what's going on with you guys? It's like nothing. What about what's going on with your new costume? Anyway, I figured I'd try something new, and that's when Uncle Mario told them about, telling the TV, talk about the president of Japan talking to some prime minister from different countries, about some peace conference. And that's when Tusk had the flashback with what the Flipside monster said, he said, I'm gonna go change the world. So basically, Tusk assumed from that comment from the Flipside monster that he's gonna use power to turn to win that peace conference. So that's when they all headed to intercept the flip side monster from win the peace side to win the peace summit conference. So anyway, they showed up. They showed up and intercepted the flip side monster. So basically, the flip side monster. Oh, you must figure out my plan. So we go in, give him confident and whatnot. So anyway, Yamato says, that you stop, ruin the peace concert, and I don't know where Mondo shouted, that's right, he's probably king. So basically, that's when the flip side about the Yamato, Arma, Selma, Leo, and Tusk, and they were being brutally honest to Mondo again, being brutally honest to Mondo again. So basically, each time they were being brutally honest to Mondo, looked like he was getting hit by their honest comments, and that's when but somehow they managed to Yamato and the others managed to like it's true with the honest comments, but they managed to tell the truth about even though they was being honest, but they was but at the same time they was being being honest about his strengths and whatnot, how good person they be, and sort of flip sides, honest powers around. So basically, Mondo, after hearing what they said, Mondo morphed up, and the others were free from flip sides power, and together working as a team, they managed to take down the flip side monster. So basically, as usual, Nadia came down, put the coin inside the slot of the flip time monster, and made the monster grow, and doing some of the Q-Zords and formed the White Toasted King Megazord, and they used the White Toasted King Megazord finisher and destroy the flip time monster once and for all. So later back at Yamato's Uncle Mario house, they was continuing their pancake party, and Mondo said like you guys are right. So basically, from now on, you guys should be honest with me. From now on, I have to learn to take honesty, and criticism, more while being awkward, not telling into awkward whining bitch. So basically, I'm gonna be honest with you guys too. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys too. I like so. Be honest too, I like to, when we fight in the first time monster, I wanted to team up with Jonah instead of Tosh. So basically, this is the first honest thing that Mondo ever said to the other two when he expressed his feelings. So basically, y'all, in a creepy way, Mondo got close to Yamato, and this is, and they all enjoyed their pancakes, and this is how the episode ended. So this episode was, even though this episode was good, but this episode was good, was stupid, but at the same time, it was good for Mondo because it really. Because it really turned, him to let people, to be honest and whatnot, get over his awkwardness and by being honest with him. So basically, this episode was good, but at the same time, was kind of stupid at the same time. So anyway, Cynthia Michael, sign off. 1.